Hi, so I'm Ashley and this is my first YouTube video, and in this video I'm going to be sharing how I moved from right how I moved from Jamaica to the UK because I'm in the UK. Right, yeah. So a little background on me. My name is Ashley and I'm 25 and I've lived in Jamaica all my life. I could have left Jamaica a couple of times to vacay in the US. I also went on an internship when I was in university to Trinidad. So yeah, but basically I've lived in Jamaica my entire life. And then I won't say when I was 25 I wanted a change, but one of the goals was to definitely leave Jamaica and work abroad. So a little background on me. I would have done the regular schooling, primary school, high school, and then boom, bam, bang in university. So I attended the University of the West Indies, and I did my bachelor's in accounting, and I graduated with upper second class honors. I mean, I would have liked to graduate with first, but I didn't get the grades. But that's okay. Graduated, and then in the final year at UE can do interview. So I was like, alright, I'm gonna get an interview at the top audit firm. I mean, that's where I want to work, that's where I see my future. Boom. So I did the interview with them. So you do a first interview, you did a second interview. I did it with two audit firms actually. First interview and the second interview. Both made an offer, but the one that I really wanted to go with, I accepted. So I went there. So started EU in 2015, finished in 2018. So I would have started working in 2018. I started July 2018 working at the top audit firm in Jamaica as a lead auditor. So auditor, so I would have started as a trainee. So there are levels. So like every year there is a promotion, and it can be trainee. When you start a trainee, you go to associate, experienced associate, senior, light senior, medium senior, heavy senior, assistant manager, right? Continue until partner. So I would have started July 2018, and I think that's the same year I would have signed up for my ACCA, but I didn't sit ACCA until June 2019. Right. So once I started the audit firm, you should actually start your professional examinations. Wrong. They encourage you to start your professional examinations, whether it's ACCA or CPA. I chose the ACCA route because at the time I had no interest in working in the US of A, and a lot of persons were saying that if you really want to work in the US of A, then you should do CPA. I had no interest, so I was like, not for me. So right, I did the ACCA. ACCA is 13 exams, however I only did 6. That's it. I think I did 6 or 7, I'm not sure. Maybe it was 7. Let's go with the higher number. It was 7. So I did 7 exams. Those exams were rough, hard, but rewarding. So let me tell you, ACCA is not easy. Or it wasn't easy for me. Like, persons would have done it and passed. Like, they sit the exam and they pass. No, for me, I sit the exam, fail, sit the exam, fail, and maybe pass on the third try, or the second try. What a time. I honestly think that, I probably didn't pass on the first try. One, because of numerous reasons. Ill preparation, didn't understand what the examiner was looking for, didn't understand the syllabus, or didn't understand the content of the syllabus. So I mean, it is what it is, but luckily finally made it through on my last 2 exams in October 2021, and I was done, finito. finished. Nobody never happy like me. Nobody never celebrate like me. I was like, thank you, Lord, I made it, because God knows. I told the Lord I didn't have any more ACCA exam sittings in me. So I just didn't. So finished in October 2021, which is the best birthday present because I turned 25. And I was like, yeah, girl, quarter of a century? Your girl made it. So I made it. Yeah. So spent 3.5 years at an audit firm, so I would have progressed every level. So I was not a senior, and I was a senior who had her ACCA. I would say the ACCA is one of the most, well, career and education wise, it's my most favored or greatest accomplishment. So yeah, did that, finished my ACCA exams, and then I started to look for a work abroad, more so in the UK, because I know I wanted to leave Jamaica. So no, leaving Jamaica. I wanted to leave Jamaica for numerous amounts of reasons. Everybody knows a crime that they're like, that's no if or buts or maybes about that. So that was one of the reasons. I just didn't want to be in Jamaica by January 2022. Yeah, that was my goal, to not be in Jamaica in January 2022. I mean, it wasn't January, it was more so February that I left, but you know, grateful that I was able to get through with that goal. So once I finished, I reached out to one of my coworkers who was working here, and I was like, hey, like, I'm done now. Basically, tell me what's the procedure, or how did you leave, so maybe I can go down a similar route. So called her up. She told me, and then she let me know her recruiter. She went to her recruiter and she was like, oh, I'm gonna hook you up with my recruiter. So I was like, okay, sure, that's fine. So the recruiter reached out to me. We got to talking and telling me where I wanted to go, what my greater vision for my life was, and I sent him my resume. I wasn't skeptical about sending him my resume because, I mean, she knew him. She trusted him. So I was like, okay, well, we can get to something I try. So, sent him my resume. He's like, okay, your resume is good. I was like, you didn't have to send me twice. But, point of reference, one of my tasks to do when I finished my exams, because I know I wanted to leave Jamaica, was to get my resume revamped by, I think it's UCA ambassadors. Yeah, I got my resume revamped by UCA, and basically saying that, you know, we're trying to take this resume global. It's got to be international standard. So I got my resume revamped, which is what I sent to him, and he was like, okay, you know, this is great. So he sent it to the top 4 firms here, as well as the top 6 firms. So I did a couple of interviews. Well, I got lined up for a couple of interviews, I should say, and I did them. The interviews were, I'm not gonna lie, the interviews were not easy. They were not easy, but I did. Prior to you doing the interviews, he does send you like a list of questions that they may ask you, so that you can practice, and a list of like answers that you should give, as well as he practiced with me, and he encouraged me, like, you know, like, even though you have the accomplishment, you should also show your personality, because everybody likes personality. Everybody remembers you for your personality. That's true. So I was like, okay, cool. So I went into the interview. I was nervous. All of my interviews were virtual. Yeah. So all my interviews were virtual. I went to the interviews. I was nervous, but I had to fake the confidence in terms of, I'm not going to let this opportunity pass me by. And then I just wanted to know what, you know, like what kind of questions they would ask, so that when I do another interview with another audit firm, I know what they're expecting. So yeah, I would have done the interviews, So you have two sets of interviews. I would have done the first set and the second set for the dream firm, the firm that I wanted to go to. And then I would have done the first set for a couple of other firms. But because the chosen firm made me an offer, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to take it because that was the original goal. So they made me an offer, I accepted it, and then, so I didn't finish the rest of the interviews for the other firms. But basically, they do ask the same question, and they're really trying to see what type of person you are and how well you would integrate into their company. That's the gist that I got from the interview. So, did the interviews, they made me an offer. I was like, oh my God, thank you. They made me the offer. And then it was like, okay, great. So, everything is going well. I can finally leave Jamaica. So I would have resigned from my previous audit job. So I think I had to give like 2 months. Yeah. So I gave 2 months notice. I resigned in December, so I would have left in February. And yeah, that's basically how I left Jamaica and came to the UK. So I came to the UK in February 2022. At the audit firm working. I like it. Oh, point to note, even though I wanted to leave Jamaica, which I didn't say, I wanted to leave Jamaica. Well, everybody knows that there's crime. I think I said that. But also, I just wanted like a new environment, a new space to be in, just a new place. As well as I don't hate auditing. Auditing is stressful. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't hate it. You learn so much about a company that maybe persons would know just by entering into the company or maybe working at the company. Maybe from like if you read the financials. But I really like that about auditing, as well as I wanted to strengthen but increase my knowledge in like the financial services industry, especially international, global. Because I don't really know what I want to do as yet. So I might as well just, spread my wings, learn as much as I can. And then if I decide to ever leave auditing, I'll be able to decide. I'll have some idea of what I would want to go into because I'm on different audit clients. So yeah, basically that's it. That's how I left Jamaica and came to the UK. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, bye.